And now Duff breaks the tackle. Duff down to the 10, hurdles inside the 10, but that's going to bring up third down. And again, precious time off the clock inside of 5 minutes.
Yeah, everybody's moving slow back to the huddle. If they've got some type of tempo offense, they need to get in it right now because they've got them on their heels.
Well, and Steve, you can speak to this, but Duff goes over to the sidelines after every play to get the play from the coaches.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they've got this thing figured out. But it is slowly taking life out of that clock.
Third down, they can get a first down. They go inside to Garza. Garza tries to get outside, then he just lowers his head. It's going to be short, so they're going to need at least 2 yards, and they're going to lose another 20 to 25 seconds.
Yeah, they moved the sticks about 2 yards right here. It looked to me like he could have creased it inside, but he elected to go outside. A couple of jump cuts there. There's Carbajal coming off the inside play and cleaning up the.
Yeah, Davis Rowe with that. Well, this is it. Calallen has to have a conversion here. They needed to get inside or right to the 5-yard line. Duff going quarterback sneak, and they're just going to push him inside the 5, and that's going to be a first down. My goodness. They just rode that big offensive line.
Yeah, this is going forward for Calallen right now might be the key. They even had.
Well, they're going to say
Judah.
Short. Well, the McCallum defense is coming off the field.
Well, they definitely got the push. The offensive line got the push, but 3 yards was probably too much to go, and so they've spotted it.
Wow, they're going to measure, but I thought for sure he had it, and they're going to measure, but this is a hopeless feeling for Calallen if it comes up short. And it does. By inches, McCallum's defense, they got the push, but not enough push to get down to, they needed the 4-yard line. They got it just outside the 4, and now with 3:39 to go, McCallum takes over.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to the old adage, it's a game of inches, and nothing more exemplifies that is that particular play. They went with the quarterback sneak. They'd had success with it before, but 3 yards was too much.
Yeah, maybe after this play we can take one more look. And now McCallum will be very deliberate. Calallen with 2 timeouts left. And they're going to go ahead and just run Perez. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. He'll be marked at about the 1-yard line. That progress got out of the end zone, but nevertheless, actually, he got all the way to the 5. So
yeah, wherever he was met, that was absolutely the forward progress. But it's become, there's the push right there, Roger. It looks like they might have rolled him over there. I don't know if they got a very good spot.
Yeah, and he landed on all his guys, so he couldn't even lean forward to get the ball any further. So that is the 4th down play. So no gain for Perez. They're going to keep it in his hands, and his object is to hang on to the football because that's what Calallen's going to be reaching for as we're inside of 3 minutes.
Yeah, they're not able to cut off the backside.
Timeout on the field, and Calallen will call the timeout. We'll be back after this.
Timeout. Calallen.
Now we're back, and McCallum will try to hold on to the ball, Keith Moreland, more than anything right now.
Yeah, they've had 2 balls on the turf here in the 4th quarter. Perez was very fortunate to fall back on top of it.
So here we go. 3rd down, 2:50 to go in the ball game. And this time they're going to give it to Julian. He will be caught short of the first down by about 2 yards. So we'll see if Calallen takes that final timeout with 2:40 to go. I think they're going to keep that one in their pocket. So it will be 4th down. KBVO's Football Day in Central Texas brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. Were you injured in an automobile accident? Thomas J. Henry can help. Call now at 512-817-1905 or go to tjhlaw.com.
Well, this is what you call wallow ball, Roger. The old 4-minute offense where you get up slow if you're the ball carrier, and you try to just extend every second off that clock that you possibly can. Calallen's letting them get away with it this time.
Yep. McCallum's going to take the timeout here right before the play clock expired, so they'll punt it away. We also saw a block punt, Steve, on the last McCallum punt.
Yeah, exactly. It gave them the opportunity that they needed, another short field for McCallum in the second half, and didn't get the points out of it, but they've had opportunities.
Tonight's Smile Camp brought to you by Smiles by Garcia, creating life-changing smiles in just 2 visits. For more information, visit smilesbygarcia.com. Should mention, by the way, the winner of this one will get the winner of Fort Bend Marshall and College Station, and that one is underway. So Charles Taylor and the McCallum Knights are 123 seconds away from the first AISD state semifinal berth since Reagan back in 2001. Andrew Jackson coaching the Raiders in that season, but this is rarefied air for AISD schools.
Yeah, and we talked about it before kickoff. What a special group here. They love playing with each other. They've got to sure up things right here on the punt. They got one blocked the last time out.
Bryant, low snap, gets it off, and he gets off a good one. That knuckleball will be fielded at the 48 by Garza. Garza to the 40, and then he is swallowed up at about the 43-yard line. And Calallen's got a lot of work to do here. That's Keegan Alamon, the center, making the play.
Man.
Flag on the play. Get the call here from Brock Pittman. Oh, that's going to be a false start.
Illegal formation.
They have to repunt it.
5-yard penalty added to the end of the kick.
Nope, they'll just take the 5 yards. So that improves the field position to the 38-yard line. They need a score, and they need to do it in a hurry.
I think that had a lot to do with it, because normally, the big option here is let's go try to get us another punt block. But they need the ball right now and see if they can't do something offensively. So if you've got gadget plays, Roger, you're going to probably have an opportunity to see them right here. Normal offense has not been getting it done. They've had almost 4 quarters to try to get them in the end zone. And so anything that you've been working on since day 1 of the season, it's on the table right now. Absolutely.
Well, the discussion continues, and we'll get the call from Pittman. And Keith, you're exactly right. They're going to
illegal formation on the kicking team. 5 men in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
They're going to give themselves another punt block chance, another return chance.
Well, there's been some, issues with parts of the kicking game with McCallum, as we know a sure-handed guy tried to take one off the face mask, ended up being a turnover. You still got to snap it, catch it, and punt it. And with people rushing at you, and you've already had one block. So I agree with this. I think this is a good call.
So Bryant, right from the S, that's for UTSA, calls this place home. And another flag, this time an even better kick, drives Garza back to about the 48. Makes a couple of moves, more flags on the play, and Garza, good return, but, well, they're going to have to sort all this out. You might have two against Calallen. You might have an offsides trying to block the punt and then an illegal block.
Well, normally this bunch of flags right here, there's two of them right in the middle of the field around the 37-yard line.
And then there was one at the line of scrimmage over on the far side you can see it at the 11. But they're going to go over and talk to Phil Danaher. Oh, this leads me to believe they may both be against McCallum.
Could be. I don't know what was going on, but
when Charles Taylor's not happy, he can't get this thing over with fast enough. They're 100 seconds away from a trip to the state semifinals, but these last few minutes taking a while. Okay, Keith down there saying he thinks it's against both.
Well, offsetting here, redo the down.
Illegal formation on the kicking key. 5 men in the backfield. During return, block in the back on the receiving key. Penalties offset. Re-kick. Fourth down.
So for the third time. Yep, that's right. Time ticks away on Calallen here, and they'll get a third chance here to.
I guess if you're McCallum, you can line 5 guys up in the backfield again, take another 15, 20 seconds off the clock, and let them re-kick it one more time.
Well, I'd start thinking about it's 20-7. If he takes a safety, it's 20-9. You still need 2 possessions if you're Calallen. Because you figure they're going to get great field position here.
Yep.
Well, Bryant right back in the same spot.
If you fumble a snap, you take the safety.
And this one, Garza needs to catch it or it's going to take a big bounce, and he does. And Garza looking for a little hole. He gets one, and then he is hit hard by who else? Number 44, Masters at the 32-yard line.
Boy, does he fit well. I mean, that's in the open field right there, and it is a squared-up flush tackle that's a knockback type tackle. I'm impressed with that young man.
These Wildcats are going to see 44 in their nightmares. 31-yard line with 1:29 to go and a timeout for Calallen. McCallum has not scored in the second half. They kicked a field goal on the last play before a kickoff in the game in the first half, and since then they've been shut out, but they've held Calallen to 1 score. Duff goes up top, got a receiver. This is where he got a tackle, fumble, recovered by McCallum, and that will do it. JB fought with the recovery, but are they ruling it incomplete? McCallum says no, and Calallen claps. So
I tell you what, Coach Taylor's over there. He's in this guy's ear right here. He is not happy with that call. This guy takes 2 or 3 steps after he catches the ball.
No, Keith, they missed that one, but nevertheless.
Well, I'm going to play regular defense right now. They have not been doing so well with it, and Calallen is not a drop-back throw-it.
Here comes Duff. It broke down. He was looking for something deep, but it was well covered back there. And so
they haven't really shown, even though they've got some height, the tight ends, they can split them out. They're taller kids, but the pressure has been key also for McCallum. I don't want a guy standing back there getting comfortable throwing the ball down the field.
Inside of a minute to go, Colton Duff, sideline incomplete. And again, Calallen just not a lot of weapons in that vertical passing game, and they lost one of their big weapons in Zach Hawkins, who was injured on that punt.
Well, it's an offense that's not geared for the quick passing game. You know, you spend a lot of your time pulling guards and running the football, and so you don't have a whole lot of time to where you're working on the other parts of the game for quick passing games. So I don't know. They're not doubling deep with safeties. Finally got a spread look.
Well, here we go. 4th down. They got to convert, and Duff is going to get buried. And that will do it. Ian Carson with the sack, and that will wrap it up. The McCallum Knights are going to the 5A state semifinals. Carson with the sack, but there were 3 white jerseys bearing down on Colton Duff.
Yeah, really great job. You got to think the pressure right there at Coach Stahl. They're going to be a spread offense. This play was probably called on Monday. When they get into a spread situation, they can't handle pressure. And, it takes a lot of guts to call that.
Well, they'll have to snap it twice, but Carson gets the sack, but Judah Copeland was in there as well. And the McCallum Knights' dream season will continue as they will go to 14-0. There's one snap. Perez takes a knee. The 4-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. And McCallum can start to celebrate. The amazing run continues.
Well, congratulations to Coach Taylor. I tell you what, he's just done a marvelous job. These kids, as we said in the opener, they just love playing football. I got to watch them practice. Did a great job of prep. And they're going to the semis.
Well, there you have it. That's it. There you see Charles Taylor, head coach of the McCallum Knights. And they are 14-0, and they are headed to the state semifinals as they knock off the Calallen Wildcats. 20-7 the final score. McCallum scores all 20 in the first half and hang on for the victory. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this.